Welcome back to this week's last daily update with me, Marcel Todia. This was a very nice week indeed. We've hit all of our targets this week on point, and that's a reason to celebrate given the current market situation here. So first of all, we've managed to make some nice trades here in the S&P 500 or in the SPY. I was saying we would get a bounce here, so this is where pretty much where I went long. Then we had this consolidation here, which I've also posted for you on the social media, so on Facebook, Instagram, and on the website on stockminestip.com. We got a nice breakout only to end with a huge gap down and a resell. So this is also the point where I've turned the tables on the market, and I've shorted it again in the S&P in the SPY 399.01, I think 399.01, not 0.01. And then we had this consolidation, gas turn, this flag, also something that I've posted about, and I said this would be a nice opportunity to short the market again, and indeed it was. And finally we've reached 380, or we were shy of 380 in the SPY, respectively 3,800 in the S&P 500, and this was of course already a 2-to-1 on our initial risk here. So indeed, this was a nice trade. The market ended on a positive note today, so this was a nice bounce, and you're probably asking yourselves, why the hell did the market bounce out of nowhere? Where did the market find the strength? For you see, in daily we have nothing, in the weekly we have nothing, so no support whatsoever. And you would expect, of course, that the market continues until it reaches 3,600, respectively 30 or 360 in the SPY, or at least 370. Well, I've came to a conclusion that we indeed reached a major support line here, but I don't know if it's enough for a rally. And the support line I'm talking about is this one. So it's the Fibonacci retracement from the beginning of the rally at the start of the pandemic until the all-time high here. And as you can clearly see, we've hit the 61.8 Fibonacci on point. So on point, 61.8 Fibonacci on point, and here's where the market turned. Is this going to be a rally? Is this going to be a bounce? Honest to God, I can't say. So I can't say. I do expect the market to continue going south, to continue heading towards 3,600 or something in this range. So this would mean another week or two, but the market is pretty much oversold yet. 7 weeks down in the S&P 500, 7 weeks down in the Nasdaq, and in the Nasdaq, the IVM and Euro to US dollar pairing, we've already reached our support line. So here in the Nasdaq, we are 3 points away, 3 points shy from our biggest support line, which in the past has acted as a bounce, here bounce, here bounce, here bounce. And the movement has started being pretty parabolical. Here again, we've reached our last support line, as you can see. So, and the Euro to US dollar pairing has reached this all-time low here and has bounced pretty well from it. Here has bounced pretty well from it. It still looks like a bit of a flag here, like a bit or a ascending triangle, flag, triangle, I don't know exactly, but is this the point where the market is beginning to turn around? I think we just have to wait and see how next week is going to go. I'm pretty happy with the trades we did this week. So we did pretty many. So we did on the one side we did CCC entry here. Go. I think we've hit 8% or something like this, almost 9%, and then close the position as the market turned around. I'm ready to go long again. We did hit AMCR here. I think we went, here is the point where we went long AMCR. We did hit this target here, so 3.5 points, and then here's where we close our position, or I think here is where we closed our position. And then on the short side, we've hit ABBV, shorting, I think I don't know exactly where I shorted it. 151.7 I shorted it, and I've closed the position somewhere here today as the market began to turn. And I've also hit NOC. NOC I went short at 445. Yesterday I pulled my stop at this level, 453, and today I actually decided to close all position, not leave anything for the weekend, and actually started a long position with some options on the SPY with an expiration date in September, with pretty much a third of my portfolio. So this is the only position I have in my portfolio at the moment. The reason I went ahead of myself is I still think this. I'm going to go here. I still think the market is going to bounce or to rally at the latest when it reaches this level, or the latest when it reaches this or this level, so somewhere in this region. But I mean the week where we go eventually possibly go beyond and then start going up again. And if that's the point, I think my options would lose not more than 15% in value until it goes there. So I'm invested with 30%. If the option loses 15 or 20%, then so be it. If the rally starts, then I'm going to invest another 30% of my portfolio, or 50% of my portfolio in options, so I'm not missing out on too much. I'm bit invested, so if the market starts rallying, I am already invested, but not with the whole of my portfolio. So if the market is going down, I won't have such a huge loss. I won't have any big loss. So that's my strategy into the next week. So I invested a bit of money here, and hoping that the market is going to turn. So I don't know exactly. My gut feeling says that the market is still going to go down and reach 3,600. Probably going to make a bounce here for a couple of weeks. Probably reaching 4,200 or so. Possible, not probable, possibly, or 4,300 possibly. I can say exactly, but my gut feeling says that the market is still not done falling, because we still haven't reached this historic target here. So that's just my gut feeling. So I've told you about my strategy going forward. I don't think there's much left to be said. I wish you all a nice weekend, and see you again on Monday. Bye.